What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are playing Navy War on Roblox. Just wanted to show you something. I logged on. I've been on for a while today playing. I wanted to show you something that the developers have just added. It was something I mentioned in a previous video, and I saw it today, and I thought I had to make a video and show you. It was something I mentioned that I was like, man, I wish it was in the game, and it is in the game now. Okay, so let's take a look. So first of all, let's look at my base, just an overall look. I have built one of the strongest navies in the game. Right now, I have 8 of the 9 spots that I can conquered, which gives me about 245 civilians. But yeah, this is my base. I have a ton of factories over here that are making me money. A little bit of everything. Um, but let me show you what I'm talking about that I found today. So if you've played Mini War on Roblox, then you probably have seen something like this. But this I think is even better than what is in Mini War. So if you click on your hammer like you're going to destroy something, and you highlight over the item, this is in the game now. It tells you everything about the the item. So if it's a military building that produces ships, it tells you what ships it produces. If it's a factory, it tells you what it does. So, for example, this Rocket Bay military or this Navy building, it tells you that it's a mythic. It tells you how much it costs. It tells you the 3 different ships that it produces and the percentage that it produces. It tells you how often a ship spawns, which is in this case every 1.5 seconds. It tells you each of the stats for each of the ships. All of that in this little hover, which was not in the game when I made my previous videos. So, if you look at the nuclear submarine, you can see that it says the cost and all of that. So it's pretty awesome. Like this was not in the game prior. You can see that even for like the air units, like this is for the helipad. Look, here is the elite air base. Tells you like everything. This is awesome. This is what I wanted when I mentioned it before, because I want to make sure that I know exactly what an item is making, how many workers it takes, and all of that, as well as like these houses. Like you had no idea before how many people lived in one of these buildings. So you were just guessing as far as how many buildings you needed to hit that civilian count. Now it tells you. And this, even with the houses, it's something even better. If you look at the apartment complex here, it says it has 7 civilians, and according to this, it says 7 of 7 are spawned, and then it tells you how many civilians per stud, which means this is a way for you to make sure that you have the most efficient house in the game, for whatever you need. For example, in the game Mini War, uh, the the houses, some of the most efficient are some of the smaller ones. And so, for example, this right here, if you look at this luxury residence, it spawns 8 civilians, and it's zero point 0.1 civilian per stud. This here, the palace, 16 civilians, it's 0.63 civilians per stud. So technically, um, you can take these two and compare and see which one you'd rather have, uh, based on the number of studs, the size, the civilians, and all that. So yeah, pretty happy with that. Again, I've built one of the more overpowered Navy forces, if you will, in the game. Right now, I'm holding 2 oil rigs. I'm holding all 3 of the islands in between me and the headquarters, and then I'm holding a couple of these other military islands as well. And basically, once my army gets to the center, to the headquarters, I pretty much stay in the headquarters. I'm not bragging, but this is pretty good. Like I've got a pretty good navy built up. So the only other thing I wanted to really show you is I've been saving up all of my resources, and I'm going to go sell the resources right now and show how much money I have made. So let's go to the sell, and I'm going to sell everything. Sell all crops. I'm making $12 billion for selling all my crops. So that's pretty amazing. Um, I'm rich. So if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Hit that sub button so that you can follow along with all the updates that I give for this game as well as Mini War and any of the other games that I play. And until next time, keep on playing and having fun, and I will see you in the video.